One vegan cafe focused on female empowerment recently made headlines for charging a, quote, man tax to all its male customers. The Australian cafe Handsome Her instituted the tax as a way to address the gender pay gap by charging men 18% more, as well as offering women premium seating in the restaurant. The tax, which was enforced for a week every month, was met with harsh criticism by men who called the tax reverse discrimination and sexist. And even though the cafe recently announced that they're going to be closing their doors, the owners insist it has nothing to do with the man tax, saying in part, we are not closing because of male tears.
Somebody's mad.
So, ladies, do you think it's fair for fellas to pay an extra fee?
No, I think two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that these men are to blame. Like, they're not the ones actually actively making the decisions in corporations. That's unfair. I'm sorry. Like, if Adam went to go eat at a restaurant, he's not the one creating the gender gap. I think it's a much bigger issue that we need to absolutely deal with, but I don't think this is the way to deal with it.
I mean, go ahead, G.
Oh, I was just going to say, yes, individual men are not responsible for the gender gap.
Fair.
But are those individual men also doing what they can to close that gap so that we are finally paid equal, not sitting here at 2019 still talking about 76 cents to the dollar?
Then maybe
That's
actively in your menu say that they can donate to something.
Or, I get what you're saying, or be the example. Like, really put out there that your male and your female workers there are being paid equally. We did that for our winery. Actually, I learned, because you know I'm in the wine business, Lonnie, now.
I love it.
I learned that 80% of winemakers are actually male. And I'm very proud to say that Century Oak Winery has a female winemaker, and she gets paid the same amount.
Yeah.
Her name is Heather Pyle, and girl, you kill it. We love you.
I love that. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Like, let your establishment reflect the change that you want to see.
Well, they're assuming that every man makes more money than every woman. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's discriminatory. Also, they alienated half of their business, which I don't care what they say. That's the reason why the thing closed down.
100%
because
agree.
women want to, if you have a date, you're going to come with a man. How does it look like he has to pay an extra 18% on top of, you get premium seating and he's sitting in the back? It's just not right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't make, that just didn't make sense to me. And like you said, in today's times too, women can ask for a certain amount of money. Like, if you're a salaried person, you can actually fight for your salary. It's
Doesn't
not
mean you'll get it.
But it's just not automatic that right now that men automatically get more than women. It's just that over time that seems that has been the case.
Correct.
But in this case, it's not solving the problem.
No.
It seems a little bitter.
Yeah.
It seems real bitter.
But,
okay,
it does. I think I can see some parts of this that can be extreme, right? Like, if women get priority seating, that's not leveling the playing field and all that. But when you think about it, it costs a lot more for women to be women. Like, we actually cost a lot more than it costs to be a man. Like, think about the monthly care that we have for ourselves, like, the monthly visits. Our clothing alone costs more than men. It's so ridiculous. A shirt for a guy versus a shirt for a girl.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
At
You look
Forever
at the average.
21, it's not. No, I'm just saying, like, I look at my husband's stuff and we try to find stuff. It's like they don't make the little cheapy cute stuff that you and I can buy.
That's different. The availability is different from the average of, like, a shirt to a shirt of a woman.
Got it.